everyone, and welcome back to my channel. So today's video is going to be like a YouTube 101 how to grow your channel. I'm not extremely popular here on YouTube, like I'm really low level, but one of my subscribers did actually request this in one of my recent videos like a week or two ago, maybe even longer than that. It may have even been like 3 weeks ago. She just requested a little information on what I do and how I'm using my YouTube channel and the ways that I am trying to grow my YouTube channel. So I thought, why not? I mean, I do a lot of research on how to grow my channel and things to do, so I paid attention to a lot of like big name YouTubers and how they grew their channel, but a lot of them have been on YouTube for years and years. And so how you used to grow your channel 2, 3, 4 years ago when a lot of them started could be different than how we grow our channels here today. So I just kind of wanted to do a little video on it. And yeah, I mean, just get a little feedback from like a low-level YouTuber to another low-level YouTuber. And how we're all trying to follow our dreams. So if you are new to my channel, then thank you for joining us here today. My name is Tiffany and I make beauty videos. This one's not necessarily beauty related, but that's cool. It's like how to grow a beauty YouTube channel basically. So don't forget to like and subscribe if you haven't already, and let's jump into it. So I want to start off with what equipment I use for my beauty channel, for my beauty videos, I guess. Number one is my camera. So you want to have a good quality camera. It doesn't have to be a fancy $1,000 DSLR camera. I actually use a Samsung 380F, which is just a digital camera. I'll insert like a picture right here of it. Everywhere as I'm like searching online, I bought my camera a little over a year ago. And I bought it for about $150, $160. Doing research online, right now it retails for about $140 to $150. I purchased mine at Best Buy, but I can't find it on their website anymore, so I don't think they carry it, but I know that Walmart carries it. Currently, when I'm filming this, it's out of stock. If it comes back in stock, then I'll leave the link down below. Well, I'll leave the link either way. But I think you can also find it on Amazon, so that's the camera that I use. It's just a really great digital camera. Really affordable, because when I started my YouTube channel, I couldn't splurge on a really expensive DSLR camera. To me, it just wasn't seeming worth it, because I wasn't sure if this is something that I really wanted to pursue or not. So I didn't want to fork out thousands and thousands of dollars for something that maybe I'm just not going to use, if that makes sense. So that's just what I started out with. The only downside to this camera is it doesn't have a monitor, so like I tend to have like a mirror right here in front of me, and you'll notice it in a lot of my videos. Like I use my mirror if I'm like holding or presenting something. Like this is my notebook, so if I was trying to like hold up my notebook as I'm like trying to see if I have, say this is like a makeup palette, and I'm trying to see if I have my makeup palette in frame, I will look over here at my mirror to see if I'm like pointing at the right thing or if I have it in the shot, because I don't have a monitor. So that's the downside of this camera, is that it doesn't have an HDMI port, so you can't like plug it into a computer or a TV to do like an off-screen monitor. I looked into that too, unfortunately. And it doesn't have like a flip-up screen on the back of it. There's another Samsung camera. I don't exactly remember the name of it. I'll insert a picture of it right here. It's really popular for a lot of vloggers because the screen on the back of it does flip up and you can see it and use it as like a little mini monitor. So that's another option. It's still really affordable for a great digital camera, so you don't have to fork out the huge amount of money for like a DSLR. The other thing I use is natural light. So a lot of people, especially for beauty videos, talk about lighting. You want LED light, you want it to be like super bright on your face, things like that. Personally, I just still can't fork out the money for it. There's a lot of great like lighting products you can purchase off of Amazon. Some of them are really high-end, like a Diva ring. Those are the most popular thing for a beauty video. Almost everybody has one or two that they use for their videos. Other people use soft boxes. Personally, I don't have the money for it, and I don't have the space for it where I choose to film at. without really rearranging my room. So I just use natural light. I have 2 large bay windows right here in front of me, and I'm just sitting at my desk. So that's what I use. The great side is natural light is going to look best. It looks better than an LED light from a Diva ring. It just looks better than everything else because natural light is what people tend to see you in. And it's just so pure, and you can tell the difference between artificial and natural light, and you never ever ever have to worry about it looking yellow. That's the number one thing you want to avoid, is it looking yellow. No matter what lighting you have, just avoid that. The downside to that is that I'm very limited on when I can film, because I can only film during, like, I would say probably about 8:30 a.m. until about 2 p.m. Those are really the ideal time when I'm actually going to get a decent amount of light, and you can tell the light's changing right now because it's starting to be overcast. So I'm limited on the amount of time I can film because I need that natural light. And the other thing is too, once it gets cloudy outside, you can see the lighting starting to change, which is another downside, but personally it's not that big of a deal to me. I think natural lighting is great. There's a big name YouTuber, her name is ShanXO. She's from Australia. No, she's from Australia. She only uses natural light, and she is a huge, big name YouTuber. Check her out if you haven't already. She's hilarious. She's really, really down to earth. She has her own makeup brush brand, so I would definitely check her out. She uses 100% natural lighting, and you can see how big her channel has grown. So that just goes to show that having the perfect lighting and the most expensive lighting isn't always going to be what's going to make your channel grow. The other things a lot of people use are microphones. They get like external mics. Personally, my camera has a really, really great microphone, so it picks up my voice perfectly fine, and it doesn't sound like fuzzy or echoey or anything like that. You can sometimes hear like the heater. There's a heater behind this door right here. This is my water heater, and sometimes it'll kick on and you can hear it in the background of my videos. So it doesn't eliminate the white noise that can happen around you, but it does pick up my voice really, really well, so I don't feel the need to have an external mic. That is something that I would probably invest in eventually. Just at this point in my YouTube channel, I don't feel the need for it. The other thing I use is a great film editor. So I use Wondershare. That's what I use to edit all of my videos. You can buy it online. You can buy a lifetime subscription for about 50 bucks, and that just means you pay that one-time fee, and then you have all access to all of its editing goodness, and you will never have to pay for it ever again. So I make YouTube videos, and my husband makes YouTube videos, so we both love the editing features that it has, and it's really, really easy. So if you're not good with computers or you're not good with editing tools, don't worry, that's definitely a really easy one to use. A lot of people, if they have a MacBook, will use the editing software that comes on a MacBook. So it's a really, really great thing. When I first started out, I used Windows Movie Maker. It doesn't have a lot of great features on it. It's really, really basic, so I wouldn't necessarily recommend that if you really, really want to grow your channel. If you want to do basic videos, it's really not too bad, but if you want to do a lot of editing and inserting and overlays and things like that, it's really just not great for that, so I would really avoid it. Alright, so moving on to ways I grow my channel through like the videos. The number one thing is consistency. So you really, really want to get on a strict uploading schedule, and you want to be extremely consistent with it. So I try and upload 3 times a week. I try Sunday, Tuesday, and Thursday. I can tell the difference when I'm on my game and I'm uploading consistently for like a month. Every week I'll gain like 50 subscribers. If I'm not on my game, like I'll trickle off every now and then, and I won't upload for a couple of weeks, and that's when I can see that I'm only gaining like 5 or 6 subscribers in a week. So there's a huge difference in consistency, and that's the number one thing any YouTuber will tell you, is you have to be really, really consistent to grow your channel at first. Now, once you have 20, 30,000 subscribers, if you're not uploading consistently, people are still going to find your channel, and they're still going to find it entertaining because they want to go back and watch a lot of your old videos. But that's the way to do it, is you just have to be consistent with it. and you have to be dedicated to it. And I understand it can be hard. I work 40 hours a week in a job outside of YouTube, and like I said, I only have a limited amount of time to film. So I usually only film 1 day a week or 2 days a week if I'm lucky, and that's trying to get 3 videos a week done, and then the rest of the time I'm just editing. So, you know, I have a husband, I have a life outside of like my job and outside of YouTube, so sometimes it can be difficult juggling it, but you just have to stay dedicated to it. The other way to really grow your channel is to make sure you're uploading popular content. So that means you're on top of new releases, you're on top of what's hot right now, what's trendy, things like that. So the ways that I do that are, number one is all the makeup brands, like you can do Wet n Wild, The Rock, Urban Decay, Ulta even, Sephora. You know, a lot of the makeup brands, if you go to their own website, you can do an email subscription. And what that does is it typically emails you alerts about new releases. So Ulta and Sephora will give you like a lot of coupons and things like that, and they'll tell you like, oh, look for this, or they'll do emails about new things in their store quite often. So I keep track of things like that way. But like Urban Decay will give you a heads up like, ooh, you know, the new naked palette, for instance, that just came out. I was getting emails about that like a month in advance because they want to tell you like, oh my goodness, we have this new thing coming out and you need to keep your eye out for it, and this is the release date and all this, that, and the other thing. So I don't get PR, but that's how I keep track of things like that, is through email. So I am on the email list of every top makeup brand around, drugstore and high-end, because I want to stay on top of their new releases and products that are going to be coming out so that I can create popular content off of that stuff. The other way I do it is through watching other YouTubers. So I watch a lot of big name people like Jaclyn Hill, Casey Holmes, Andrea Mattiliano, I always mess up her last name, Kathleen Lights, Tati, Madison Miller. You know, I watch a lot of really big name YouTubers, and I pay attention to what they're uploading. So they'll do a lot of PR hauls, which is, you know, products that are being sent to them oftentimes before the release date, and they'll start making content about it. So then I will not copy them, but I'll pay attention to what they're doing. So I know that like such and such product is coming out really soon, or you know, like this is a really hot makeup trend, so I need to start recreating looks like that as well, or this, that, and the other thing. So you have a better idea of what's popular and what they're putting up, and that will tell you what people are searching for. The other thing you want to do is make sure you have a great title. So a lot of people will search Birchbox, for instance. Like that's a really popular subscription box, so they'll just search Birchbox. So you can't just say, you know, subscription unboxing or monthly subscription box in your title, because that's not going to pop up when they're searching for these keywords. So you just want to make sure your titles are popular and the content within your videos are popular. The other way I stay on top of what's popular right now is through social media. So I follow a lot of YouTubers on Snapchat, and through Snapchat a lot of YouTubers, when they get PR boxes, will open it up and they'll show you what's new or what's coming soon on Snapchat, like before they even start making videos about it. So that gets me aware of things that are going to be coming out really soon, or products that are going to be really popular, or trends that are going to be really popular, so that I can stay on top of it and make sure that about the same time that they start uploading their videos about this product, I can as well. So if you're uploading on a consistent basis and uploading products that are really trendy, and at the same time that major YouTubers are going to be uploading that same stuff, for instance, this The Rock product, the Mega Pro 3 palette, I saw this popping up in PR a lot, and because I'm a Platinum Perks member at Ulta, I ordered it early. I just barely uploaded a hot or not video on this, maybe a week ago, maybe a little over a week ago, and it actually was put up and published before other YouTubers did it. So now my video is out there, it's being searched, it has great tags in it, and it's, you know, a hot or not, so it's a really popular idea and a really popular title that'll be searched a little bit and be focused on before even major YouTubers pop up with it. Step 1 is consistency, and step 2 is just popular content. Step 3 I think is really self-explanatory, but a lot of people don't think about it. You just need to be yourself. So a lot of people connect with YouTubers on screen because they have a really great personality. They are themselves. You know, if you're dorky or if you mess up a lot, if you drop products in the middle of your video, don't cut all of that stuff out. Just act like yourself, you know, act like your goofy self. I get tongue-tied all the time. I make really stupid mistakes, things like that, and I keep all of that in my videos because people want to see that you're human. You don't want to sound like a robot that never smiles and you're reading off of a script that you have in front of yourself, because nobody really wants to watch a video when you act like this. I think it's really great that this melted lipstick is in Fig, and look how pretty it is on my lips. It's just a really, like, nobody wants, there we go, I'm dropping things already. Nobody wants to watch a video like that. So make sure that you are energized, make sure that you're smiling, make sure that you do make eye contact with your viewers, and make sure that you're putting your personality out there. I mean, everybody has a different personality. Some people swear a lot on their YouTube channels, other people never want to swear on their YouTube channels. Honestly, just be yourself. I let it slip every now and then because, let's be honest, I'm married to a sailor and of course I swear. But if that's not something you're about, then don't put it out there, you know? Casey Holmes swears in almost every single one of her videos, and look at how many subscribers she has because she just acts like herself. Other people like Madison Miller, she doesn't swear a lot in everyday life, so she doesn't swear on camera. It's just up to you. It's what you feel comfortable with. If you feel comfortable with people knowing that that's your personality, then that's fine. And you can definitely tell when people are acting like themselves and when they're acting fake. You know, I can sit down and I will look at a lot of new videos or like lower level YouTubers, and more often than not I don't subscribe to them because I can't watch them. I can tell that they're looking fake. I can tell that they just don't feel comfortable in front of the camera, and that's fine. It takes time to get used to things like that, but until they get to that point, I don't want to subscribe and have to have that come up in my feed all the time because I'm not going to watch it. I don't watch Nikki Tutorials, for instance. She's a really, really big name YouTuber. She has a recent collaboration with Too Faced. I don't watch her because there's something about her personality that just clashes with me and that I just don't enjoy. And I can't make it through one of her videos because I just don't like her personality. She makes great beauty tutorials. She does amazing transformations, you know, like amazing. She doesn't look like herself after she puts on makeup. And she does so many great out there looks as well as like natural down to earth looks. Just amazing content. But you know what? I don't like her personality, and I don't know what it is. I mean, she's really funny, she's nice. I don't know what it is about her, but there's just something that just disconnects for me, so I can't watch her videos. So, you know, I'm not going to subscribe to them just so she can have another subscriber. I just don't think it's worth it. So just make sure you're being yourself. So that's just what I do to grow my channel. I know that was kind of big and rambly and all of that. The other thing I can suggest is just looking at a lot of big name people who have done videos like this. So Juicy Jazz has one. Madison Miller has another great video. She has a whole series on this stuff. So just look at a lot of big name YouTubers and take their feedback. You know, you're going to hear a lot of the same stuff, is that you don't need the #1 best type of gear or equipment in order to make these videos. That's not the #1 priority. The #1 priority is your content, and that's what people are going to be paying attention to. So just make sure that you're consistently uploading. Make sure you're uploading popular content that people are going to be looking for, because if they're not looking for it, they're never going to find you, if that makes sense. So do that. And then the other thing is just acting like yourself. You know, just be normal. Just be a normal person, and everybody will enjoy that. If you're not normal, then it really, really comes off on camera because you're just talking in a room by yourself. So if you can't act normal by yourself, what is that? I mean, like, how does that come off on camera? Nobody's going to really want to see that. The other piece of advice I have is, you know, be on social media. You don't have to be like over the top, over the board on social media, but like my Instagram account isn't private, it's a public Instagram account, and every every other week or maybe once a week I'll put like my thumbnail up and say, hey, I just uploaded a video. Or I'll just, like, if I have a really great makeup look on, I'll just put like a selfie on Instagram and be like, you know, link is in my bio or things like that. Or like when people want to see your bio, it'll just have a link to your YouTube account so they can find you if they start, you know, searching through your pictures and they start liking what they see, things like that. So just be global. Make sure that you're building a network in that way. So that is everything for this video. I'm sorry that it was really rambly, but like I said, I'm not a professional YouTube. I don't make money on YouTube yet because I'm still really, really low level. But these are the things that I found from my own research and my own practice that have really helped grow my channel. So I just wanted to pass that stuff along to you guys. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you guys later. Bye!